Hey everyone, this is Randolph here. We are at the Xbox Showcase here in Singapore, where Xbox is showing off a few of its upcoming games for the holiday season. Jonathan, what did we just see?
Oh, we just saw a bit of Dead or Alive 5, a bit of Resident Evil 6.
That's right.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Let's see, what else am I missing?
They had some Call of Duty Black Ops 2
yes,
as
a
well.
lot of explosions right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and also some Dance Central 3, right?
That is correct, yes.
So let's go check out what they've got on show. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was on show here, but unfortunately they wouldn't actually let us take any footage of that one, did they, Jonathan?
No, unfortunately no. And it was a pity too, that new mode that they kind of showed off, Strike Force, that was really good.
Yeah.
It's like a single player thing going on, you get to control different aspects of the battlefield, first person mode as part of your squad, calling your squad mates, as well as look at from bird's eye view of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So you can figure out tactics, back and forth, figure out what the heck is going on here and there, while completing the mission.
And not just human squad mates as well, because you could also control drones and some little attack units that they had too.
Yeah, those are actually UAVs, the little satellite things, as well as like I forgot what those things are called, but they were really packing heat, serious heat. Yeah,
and I guess the big hook too was they showed off the Strike Force map that was actually based in Singapore, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how many levels they're gonna feature on different countries back and forth, since the story is still mum. But Singapore definitely, I don't know, it looks like a portside area, but it could be any country for all we know. I mean, there was a skyline though, wasn't there?
Yeah, so it was set in the port of Singapore, but yeah, because the action was pretty close up most of the time, all you saw was crates. And, we did spot a skyline once in a while, and I don't know, I think it was Singapore, but it says Port of Singapore on it, so there is a local touch to this.
Yeah, the really cool thing about this Strike Force so far is that it all ties into the campaign mode. It's optional, but if you complete it, get a 5-star rating or complete it really fully, it affects what happens in campaign mode. How it will affect it totally, that we'll have to find out when the full game comes out.
And I guess who knows, there might also be other Asian locations there, so just stay tuned.
Yep. So Resident Evil 6, we just saw a bit of that so far. What do you think so far?
It looks interesting. I guess the most interesting thing that we did see today was a new mode called Agent Hunt, which essentially sees you taking the role of a zombie, basically trying to take down agents in the game. And from what it seemed like, you do mutate. So you start off as your general machete-wielding zombie, and it looked like the more damage you took, the more you actually mutated into becoming a super zombie, right?
Yeah, as soon as you get hurt a little bit more, you start evolving into something that looks like a tyrant from the past Resident Evil games. And you can actually use that big arm of yours to actually latch on and grab into anyone or anything. And as you get more and more damage before you die off, you turn into this four-legged, spinal, sharp-looking mutant thing that can actually spread acid around and go in a defensive format or something, and then it's just faster than usual.
And in terms of single player, what they showed was a section from, was it Ava?
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong's section, which apparently is the last one you get to play in the game. So you need to actually complete the first 3 before you can unlock this one. And what they showed is about a 10-minute bit of gameplay. And it was, fairly typical Resident Evil, some sort of light puzzle solving that you had to do with zombies. You actually had to manipulate zombie bodies quite a bit.
Yeah, you had to actually combine them onto this little electric cable to open one door. So you have to push 2 electric chairs with zombies on them, and when the third node is actually still empty, you actually have to kill a zombie and make sure it lands on that particular node so that the door opens.
So zombies are functional tools in Resident Evil 6. You heard it here first.
I'm here with Matt, the director for Dance Central 3. So tell us, would there be other Asian flavor dance moves or any dance songs you are planning on adding?
So we have I'm the Best by 2NE1, and we're looking to get as much really popular K-pop and J-pop as we can. So we've had a lot of requests for Gangnam Style. We're trying hard. The process of making any Dance Central song is pretty complicated. We have to go in and get approvals by all the people who are involved with licensing, and then after that we have to send it to our choreographers, have them come up with a great routine for it, and then we have to do all the hard work of detection as well. So between the animators cleaning up the mocap and making it look really great, building all the different levels, it takes quite a bit of time to get the levels there, but the benefit is that you have incredible animation, gorgeous choreography, and so we're always going after the best stuff possible, and as music scenes get more international, we can bring that into the game. And so we're super excited to have 2NE1. We're excited to have Exile and I Wish For You in Dance Central 2, and anything that is a big international hit we want to go after, because that's the stuff people want to dance to.
Now, of course, one of the big games for the Xbox 360 coming up soon is Halo 4. Now, while he actually wasn't here, we did get to speak to Frank O'Connor, which is one of the producers of Halo 4. What did he have to say, Jonathan?
Oh, well, what he did say a little bit was a little bit on how they're going to support the esports scene. They're actually going to hold up a tournament for MLG later on in the autumn period, when the game comes out in November-ish. And he's also going to talk about more like minute tweak features back and forth, but he's not going to be detailing about what it is until like later on in the months to come. And if I recall, there isn't going to be that much of a big jump from Halo Reach to Halo 4, so tournament players can just get in pretty quick from there.
At the event, they actually had some Spartan Ops playable. Now, I didn't actually touch this, but you got to play a bit of Spartan Ops. So that's the mode where essentially it's cooperative play that is DLC content that ties in into the single-player storyline,
right? The Halo 4 storyline. Like the DLC is free so far. You actually every mission will probably take about like 10 minutes or maybe even less, depending on how good your team is. It's all co-op based, so you're fine just teaming up together against the Covenant and the Prometheus enemies. Prometheans.
Yeah, so it is coming in 10 different. It's coming in 10 different missions, and each mission will have different sort of sub-missions.
Yeah, like turning on doors, like defeating enemies in certain areas, and holding out until the time limit goes down to 0. Like I must say, like even though the Covenant, I'm more familiar with fighting with them, but the Prometheans might take a bit of getting used to because they're really tough as heck. And those flying little satellite enemies, they
tough to target, right?
Yeah, tough to target as well. I had a lot of trouble just shooting them down. So maybe I just need more practice in killing these guys in the single player mode.
Yeah, we'll look out for more Halo 4 soon. Hey everyone, we have YOSUKE HAYASHI here, who's the producer for Dead or Alive 5. Thank you very much for joining me. I guess it has been about 7 years since the last Dead or Alive game. How do you think the fighting game genre has changed in that time?
It's a very happy situation for us. Actually, the fighting game has become more and more popular over the past 7 years, and we came here with the thought of trying to promoting our fighting entertainment, where the casual player, together with the hardcore fighting game fans, would enjoy both games. I think the reaction today, it's very positive, and I'm very happy about it.
And that is it for this look at the Xbox showcase here in Singapore. What did you think of it, Jonathan?
Well, honestly, I was pretty impressed. They actually got a lot of developers coming down in one area, converge in one big area. Like, so far, the only time I've seen this was probably back in Games Convention Asia 2009. And that's a pretty long time ago.
So hopefully there'll be more of these big events happening in the region. But in the meantime, keep it tuned to GameSpot for all your gaming coverage needs.